Okay, this is an Airbus with the first class to coach partition, and recently we had our first taste of a no-go item where the partition is extremely loose up in the PSU section underneath the overhead bins. And I'm going to do a real quick, simple training. What I have here in front of me is two clips, a large clip and a small clip. Lay them on the table right here, well, on the armrest, and there they are. See the holes in them? Screws go through those. Small screws. So as you approach the divider, you'll notice there's some rods here, and this is a wire for the back side of it. Comes through here. On the bottom, you have your feet. Okay? There's a couple different styles of feet. This one has this particular style. Some other ones have other styles of feet. The way to change this, inside here, as most people know by now, there's like a big rubber noodle all the way through both sides of the PSU, all the way down. Okay? You want to take off possibly the forward panel of it, because you're going to tilt this out. Okay, you're going to tilt this whole windscreen, this whole separated first class divider forward from the top, and the back you're going to kick the back towards coach. So you're going to want to pull this noodle down. When Airbus came out with these, it was one piece of noodle from the front all the way to the back. And over the years, since 1994, when we first started getting them, I'm sure they're in about a dozen pieces all the way back. With that said, you want to take both sides of the noodle stuck up here, get a tool, don't break it in any pieces, pull the noodle down. Of course, it looks like a surgical tube. Pull it down. And you want to come back past the panel in front of it. Take this panel down. I'm not going to take it all down, but you take this panel down. When this panel comes loose after you pull both sides of the noodle, whatever you want to call it, surgical material, this panel will release, and you want to drop it down level with the top of the divider. You now loosen your feet, and you're going to kick at the same time the back towards the coach seats, the front towards the first class seats. And you don't need to take it all the way out, because this is a wire in here. You don't want to get down inside there and disconnect it. It's got the no smoking sign, fasten seatbelt sign on it. But right up on top here, you're going to see four clips. 4 on this side, 4 on this side, and it holds up this filler panel that the divider goes up into. You're going to see 2 small clips on this side, 2 large clips on this side, 2 small clips on this side, 2 large clips on that side. Pretty self-explanatory. When you get it down, you'll see the screw holes. You'll see these clips will be broken off right there. That little tongue will be broken off, that little tang, and you have to replace them. Tangs will face in. Seems kind of odd, but they face in, not out. When you get it all put back together, and this pushed back up, your feet back down on the bottom, here's one of the biggest things. You want to use a scraper, or Mark Green has ordered the rollers that you use for your screen doors, screen windows. They're a roller that pushes the rubber trim. That's how your screen doors and new screens are held into the frames. You can order one of them, or you can use a blunt end of the pink scrapers. Should fit up inside of here, and you want to push it all the way up. As you may be able to see how far up that actually is. That's pretty far up there. See, I can stick up to my first knuckle all the way up. The reason being is on this clip, when the clip is this way, you want this to push in and hold it over the lip that it attaches to. If the rubber noodle, the rubber surgical noodle or whatever, is below that point, down along the bottom edge of this clip, and it's not up securing it in, then you have the chance of a PSU or an overhead filler panel falling down. That's the quick and dirty way about it. But as far as putting the surgical noodle back up there, any of these panels, any panel that we do, even to change the lights and stuff, well, the lights come from out here, but if we have to ever pull one down, I guess the big training point of this would be make sure that you have it pushed all the way up. There's a big difference between just pushing it and hiding it and pushing it all the way up. And that's the quick and dirty on a no-go class divider with broken clips. Clips that cost $20 for the small ones and $22 for the large ones. We're in the wrong business, folks.